The video to watch if you're a B2B owner and you are looking for more inbound leads for you or your sales team. Hey, I'm Kevin Downey from Kevin M. Downey. We help companies with their recruitment and sales efforts. You can visit our website at kevinmdowney.com. Okay, today's topic, what we're gonna cover, the single video you have to watch if you're a B2B owner looking for more inbound leads for you or your sales team. We're gonna cover it all right here. Let's take it away. Okay, there's 5 main things that you're looking for when you're looking to build a business development system to drive inbound leads for your B2B company. Okay, first thing you've got to do is build a targeted prospect list. Go into Zoom Info, Apollo, that's our in-house favorite, and learn how to build a targeted prospect list, inclusive of email addresses and hopefully they're verified email addresses, so you have some idea on how big that prospect list is. So having done email for over 8 years for B2B companies, I can tell you prospect lists can vary widely in size. Have had clients where prospect lists were in the low thousands, and I've had clients with prospect lists approaching 1 million contacts, right? This makes a huge difference because the prospect list size, first of all, determines whether or not high-powered email is going to be part of your base infrastructure in your business development system. Okay, so if you build your prospect list, your contact list, and you only have, let's say, thousands or low tens of thousands of contacts to go after, high-powered email is not going to be important in your lead generation process, your business development system. It's going to be a rep-based thing, right? It's going to be reps doing cold outreach or boots on the ground. If, however, we're dealing with high tens of thousands, 100,000 plus, now high-powered email needs to be an important part of what you do to drive inbound leads in your business development system, right? So that's the very first thing that you need to look at, right? Now, once you have determined that, right, the next step in building your business development system, if applicable, is a high-powered email infrastructure, right? You can look at Apollo combined with an email API, or you can look at a server-based structure like MailReef, combine that with, say, SmartLead, a very good CMS that pairs well with it. And now you're looking at an infrastructure that can send thousands or any number you want of emails per day outbound. You can hold reputation, you can get deliverability, and now you've got a system to drive inbound leads on a day-to-day basis. So now let's get past the email part. You've built the email system, right? Now what do you need to look at? Now we're gonna look at the manual side of business development. Whether or not email is part of the system, we need to look at, okay, what is your sales team structure look like? Are your sales team members responsible for driving their own inbound leads, for example, right? Or are you a small business owner and you don't have a sales team and you're looking to drive inbound leads? Okay, so you need to go out and hire a sales or a business development representative to drive leads for you. If you already have a sales team, we need to take that prospect list and we need to assign those prospects in certain numbers to your reps to do their cold outreach to drive inbound leads, right? So we're talking about a manual process with reps. You could divide up that list where it's boots on the ground and there's only a handful, 1,000 contacts per representative, or they could be inside reps or, sales or business development. And they're doing cold outreach, by telephone mainly and voicemail and getting calls back, right? And they're doing outreach and you're looking at building contact lists per rep of about 10,000 contacts. That doesn't mean 10,000 companies, but about 10,000 contacts, okay? Can be a much smaller number of companies than that. Now, what you need to look at with your sales team structure and who is doing the business development or the cold outreach is you need to sit down and look at it and say, okay, are my sales reps, account manager, account executives, and do they have an ongoing relationship with the customer base that they build? Right? Are they cross-selling? Are they upselling? Are they doing continual sales, evaluation of inventory? If they are, and you can justify it financially, right, from an ROI perspective, not a bad thing for your sales team to be doing their own business development, their own cold outreach, but they've got to be doing it manually. They can't be responsible for, nor should they be using automated email or automated LinkedIn to drive leads. They're sales reps. They're supposed to be doing it manually. You can automate email. You can automate LinkedIn. No reason for reps to be using those things. right? So business development as an activity, whether it's sales reps or dedicated business development reps, remember that it is a manual, it is a human activity. It isn't for them to be sending emails and doing LinkedIn outreach, right? They need to be on the phone or they need to be going boots on the ground and going to doors. Should your sales team be doing their own prospecting? As I alluded to, depending upon the circumstance, sometimes yes. But what we are seeing is a more common solution these days is contracting our sales team, reducing our sales team numbers in terms of actual sales representatives, and increasing our email marketing and our dedicated business development representatives, because our sales representatives aren't doing the cold outreach they should be doing sometimes, and they are too expensive to be doing cold outreach on a day-to-day basis, right? Paying a rep $90,000 or $125,000 or even more to sit there and do cold outreach to build a customer base or to build a pipeline is a very cost inefficient activity. Now, if you're an enterprise company or a big mid-market company and you can withstand the time that it's going to take for them to build that pipeline, that's fine. But many small businesses and smaller mid-market companies can't justify that. They can't justify the expense and the time that it's going to take for that sales rep to build a proper pipeline. So what do you want to do in that case? We're going to look at our sales team and say, okay, how many sales reps do we really need for our customer base as it stands? How many sales reps do we need, right, for that don't have a full book of business and that can handle more leads and more inbound appointments or scheduled appointments? We are going to reduce our sales team to that number. And now we're going to add in, again, email marketing maybe, but dedicated business development reps who are a lot less expensive and could be candidates for sales in the future, but we're going to bring them in to do the cold outreach and identify decision makers and pain points and move those leads over to the salespeople, so that the salespeople are only dealing with prospects or actual inbound leads or even appointments, right? We don't want them wasting time doing cold outreach, trying to figure out of 50 people within a department and a company who the decision maker is they need to speak with, right? So think about it from all of that vantage point. Remember, you start with prospect list first, build that, look at your numbers. Is email marketing going to be a high-powered email going to be an important part of your business development system? If so, get that built, get that going. And now look at the balance of what we need to do and look at our sales team structure, our cost of our sales team, their relationship with customers in the grand scheme of things, and say, okay, do we want our salespeople doing all their own cold outreach, or do we want to reduce the number of salespeople and bring in dedicated business development reps, sales development reps, they're sometimes called, to do cold outreach to identify decision makers and those that have a pain point and identify leads and opportunities and even appointments for our sales team? Okay, hopefully that helps you. Thanks for being here today. I'm Kevin Downey with Kevin M. Downey. Best of luck in business, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.